head when the bullet comes. I'm heading west with the setting sun. You know what's coming, not a look in my eye. I'm at the gallows when the bullets fly. I'm wanted all over town. A dirty puncher, one a badass found. Cutthroat, I don't wanna see. I got a bunch of people looking for me.
This episode of Openly Hostile Opinions has been brought to you by Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access provides state-of-the-art multi-layered security with advanced privacy protection using VPN tunneling. When you use Private Internet Access, not even your ISP can tell what you're doing online, prevent throttling, and other people from eavesdropping on what you do. If you want to help out Openly Hostile Opinions and get yourself this wonderful VPN package, go to ohonet.pw/ohovpn. Again, that is ohonet.pw/ohovpn. Sign up for Private Internet Access today.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Hello.
Ho, 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 all you hoes. How you doing?
Before we get started, Flannel Claus has presents. we were supposed to have Greg here today, but I think he fell off the face of the planet.
Yeah, we think he's at some trap house right now, getting all tapped up.
Yeah, he didn't fucking answer any of my texts or phone calls today. So, for Casey, sugar,
Oh, sweet.
and for Greg, if he ever shows up, one package of ramen noodles.
Actually, keep those here. I'll eat them later. I don't have any food in my house right now. Sweet as fish. One of my favorites. Love
Yes, I pilfered those from my wife, so
it. Oh, okay.
she may kill us later.
Well, thanks, Jay's wife. How you doing? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all. Yes, Flannel Claus has come bearing gifts. So, hey, what do we got going on today? First off, our band of the week was a band called the 109s. They are from the UK. You can check them out on Twitter at the 109s. Yes, and that's numeral at 109s. So, yeah, there's that. And then today for our... Today for our beer of the week, we have from Troegs Independent Brewing Company, the Mad Elf. This stuff is notorious.
Yes, this stuff is very high in alcohol content. It's very hard to get, actually. They sell so much of it throughout the years. It is 11% alcohol for a beer that is insane.
It's brewed with honey and cherries, and it's fucking delicious, and they make a batch of it every year, and I've been looking forward to this year's batch. So let's have a taste.
I've never had it before, so my nipple hairs are probably going to get hard. Cheers.
It's pretty good. There it is.
Ooh.
There's that.
Yeah,
there's that Mad Elf. It's devastatingly smooth though for as high of an alcohol
It
content
actually
as it
is. There's a slight burn at the end, but it's nothing crazy. It's definitely barley wine-ish.
Missy, I see you out there. You know where our third host is? We would love to know where the hell our third host is.
Is he with you right now, putting it in your bum bum?
I just talked to him yesterday. He couldn't be too far.
Bum bum. What am I, 13?
Put it in your bum bum.
Yeah, that's where I remember it
Fucking
from.
Tom Green.
Tom Green.
God, whatever happened to him?
I don't know. He does some internet show now, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, what loser does that?
I don't know. Some fucking faggot. iTunes is going to flag us for being racist or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That was probably a bad thing to say.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. We've been doing this for so long, iTunes probably just skips right over us. They're like, no one watches these people.
Oh, talked to him this morning, but that's about it. That's probably where he is then. He's probably still asleep. If you talk to him in the morning, he was asleep.
Yeah. It's pretty good. There is a said he was gonna be there.
We'll text him and tell him to come down. He can still come in.
Yeah, just go to his house and jump on his dick. That will wake him up.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, that's how you wake me up. If someone wanted me to, be awake, just, touch my penis.
Yeah, he can still come down, man. It might be towards the end of the show.
More than likely. Like I said, very, very, very strong alcohol. If you don't want anything to do the rest of the day, have one of these.
Or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think you'll be all right with one.
It's 11%. It's I don't think it's really hoppy. I think it's more malty than everything. Don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very malty. There's not a whole lot of hop. It's just it's very. It's heavy on the tongue. It's a dark beer. It's good. I like it.
I like that heavy on the tongue.
Well, let's see here. The holidays at Trogs start with our inner mad elf momentarily taking over the brew deck, so blame him for this cheerful ruby red creation. Brewed with cherries, honey, and spicy Belgian yeast reminiscent of cinnamon, clove, and allspice. It is good. I love this shit.
Yeah. If I would rate it, I'd give it 3.5 out of 5 reindeers getting raped. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you all hear my jingle bells? For those of you on the audio only, I'm Flannel Claus today.
Yeah.
I got a flannel Santa hat. I'm rocking my Santa Claus T-shirt with my flannel shirt.
Yeah. Sorry, these Swedish fish are really delicious. I love sugar. I got for my birthday, I got 20 boxes of Nerds. They're all gone already.
You are such a sugar whore.
I know, dude. My teeth are killing me.
Yeah, you guys all wonder why you had all that freaking dental work. No answer, huh?
Oh, Jesus.
Holla to you, too, there, Onyx Saw. Onyxa Saw. I don't know
yeah, the funny thing is I brush my teeth twice a day, and I use mouthwash at the end of the night, and I still have fucking horrible teeth.
It's all about flossing. This shit's no joke.
I know. Flossing's so fucking annoying, though. I hate it.
I'm right there with you, but you know what? If you don't do it, then you end up losing bone.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate flossing. You're sitting there flossing, fucking half turkey legs are flying out of your teeth and shit that have been there since you were 7 years old, and I hate it.
Speaking of sweets and shit that gets stuck in your teeth, you know what I actually love that a lot of people hate?
What?
Fruitcake.
Oh, I love fruitcake.
Since we're on, the holiday episode, I love fruitcake.
Nixia saw no answer. What are we talking about? We have another host, but we don't know where he's at, and he's an ex-heroin addict.
Yeah. Our third host who's who has a history.
Yeah. We can't get a hold of him. But like you were saying, yeah, fruitcake. I love fruitcake. I haven't had it in years and years and years and years. Actually, what I haven't had in a while is your wife's cheese ball.
Well, if you ask her really nicely, she might make one.
Yeah, Jay's wife makes an amazing cheese ball. There's dried chip beef in it and all sorts of stuff. And you get crackers and it's delicious. I love balls in my mouth.
Of course, Casey's lactose intolerant, so when he eats it, he has to shit 5 minutes later.
I am. Why does everything that's good have to have milk in it?
Because it's good.
I just don't get it. I even like cereal. I
do too.
I don't eat a lot of cereal, but I love cereal every now and then, and it's just so fucking
because
delicious.
It's a bowl of sugar.
I know, man.
You are such a sugar whore.
I know. I can't help it. I don't know where I get it from. I think I get it from my mom. I'm not a sugar whore as I'm shoving Swedish fish into my mouth. But speaking of cereal, I don't know if I ever mentioned this or not, but I actually play World of Warcraft with a guy, and I think this is so unusual. When he eats cereal, he puts the milk in first and then the cereal. I don't understand that.
That's a weird thing to do. Just like people who order pizzas burnt. Hello, Tig the neighbor.
Yeah, I don't fucking get that. I don't like burnt pizza. I hate burnt pizza.
I don't like burnt food.
Yeah.
I don't get that, but
yeah, burnt fucking pizza is disgusting. But yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. And then I guess there's this huge Reddit post about people that are trying to push for people to heat their cereal before they eat it.
Why would you heat your cereal?
You put the milk in the pan, you pour the cereal in there, and you heat it, and you stir it up, and then you eat it.
Well, then it's oatmeal.
Yeah, exactly. But they're saying you're missing out.
If I wanted oatmeal, I'd just make oatmeal.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess you're missing out. They say
cream of wheat.
Yeah. They say it's fucking amazing. It's so delicious if you heat up your cereal before you eat it.
I blame the Food Network for this shit.
Yeah, probably. We should actually try that, though, on the show sometime. Bless you.
Oh, excuse me.
Are you sick?
No, I'm not. It's just dusty in here, I think.
Yeah,
we don't clean very much.
No, we don't.
Casey cleans the rest of the house, but this place is just a fucking trash hole.
Yeah, this is like that room that I really don't. It's like a stepchild. I just don't pay a lot of attention to it, and it gets dusty in here, and it's actually you can see some dust on our webcam there.
Yeah, but at least it's not on the lens. That's the important part.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
keep the lens semi-clean.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you in the Christmas spirit this year?
Kinda.
Kinda. Yeah, I sort of am. I don't know.
I'm trying to be. I was listening to Christmas music the other day, and obviously I'm decked out as Flannel Claus today. But yeah, I've been trying to be in the Christmas spirit. It's it's going to be me and my family's last Christmas in this area. We haven't made this announcement on the show yet, but in a few months I'm actually going to be moving to Maryland. Don't worry, though, all of you openly hostile people, we're working on a technical solution for me to still be able to do the show. I'm just going to be doing it from another location while he's here.
So if Greg's still alive and he didn't OD on heroin, it's just going to be me and Greg here, and then Jay's going to be joining us somehow.
I'm going to be a disembodied head somewhere in this region right over here.
You're going to be like the floating head from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Right, so I'm going to be moving there in a few months, and the time of the show may end up after the first of the year changing. I've got a new job, and I'm going to be working in a different time period, and I'm not going to get off till like 8:30. So that tends to make this difficult. We were going to go over it with Greg, but somebody didn't show up today, so we don't know how to work it out yet. So anyway, I'm going to be doing tech support. I'll be like, hello? Hello, this is Jay. I'd like to help you with your tech support, please.
Yeah, you got to have a really white name, like you sound.
Michael. My name is Michael.
My name is Mike. My name is John Doe.
It is a cloudy 73 degrees right here in Burbank, California.
That fucking reminds me because I'm not very culturally appropriate.
No,
but I just seen a thing today where it shows a Pornhub thing. And it shows the guy from the FCC, and it's like a video that you can click play. And it says, "Watch Indian man fuck 300 million people at once."
A Jeep pie. Yeah. Oh, that fucking dirty shit, street shitter.
Miss says he's fine. He wore himself out at work last night. That's what he said this morning. Okay.
All right, that's good because we were concerned. We worry about him. It's like when you have a friend who had a bit of a drug problem, after they disappear for a while, you tend to have it not to like, oh, maybe he just didn't feel well today or he's sleeping in. Your mind instantly goes to terrible places. Mm. So I'm glad that he's okay. Thank you for that information. That makes me feel a lot better, actually.
Yeah, Trevor's in the chat. I see you, and he's probably...
My wife joined. Hello, Amanda.
We're sorry, Trevor, if you're upset that Greg's not here, but...
He's been working his butt off doing third shift. Third shift sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. So I don't blame him. He's building vacuum cleaners for a living.
See, I couldn't...
I kind of maybe fucked him in the ass. Jesus Christ, man.
Man, I couldn't work in a fucking
factory.
What
would we do without you?
Yeah, I know. Trevor's always here to, put some kind words in the chat. I don't know if I could work in a vacuum because I'd always try to put the hose on my penis.
You know what? Actually, I worked there years ago. It's not bad. It's really not. I actually rather enjoy factory work. You know what's nice about it?
Why? It's so...
you zone out. That's what's nice about factory work. You just literally, you go there, you zone out, and before you even know, it's like, oh, shit, it's break time. All right.
Really? See, I think it'd be so boring doing the same thing over and over again.
You just daydream.
Really?
Yeah, like when I used to do it, I worked on the line for a while, assembling, putting shit in the boxes, the assembly line, and I used to volunteer. They switch you off jobs every 2 hours to prevent repetitive stress injuries, right? Mm-hmm. I would volunteer to stay back in the back. The way it worked is the line was in the main room of the factory. And there was all these injection molding presses where they're making the tanks for the vacuums. Mm-hmm. And it's hotter than a motherfucker, right?
Oh, jeez.
Well, and they ride on this big-ass conveyor belt back to the shipping department. And that's where you'd... do you dream about Greg? Yes, I do. Anyway, so you'd take the vacuum box after it's been sent through into the back, and you'd stack it on a pallet. And then you'd wrap it with shrink wrap, and then the forklift driver would come take it away. Well, I'd volunteer to sit there and do that all day long.
I love using shrink wrap. Shrink wrap is so much fun.
Well, you just wrapped it a couple of times with this handheld deal, and then you pressed a button, and it would wrap it with the big machine.
When I worked at a grocery store, we used to take these huge rolls of fucking saran wrap and put them underneath people's cars. And just fucking forever saran wrap their doors shut and shit. Yeah, I don't know if I could work in a factory. I've never worked in the factory. The only assembly line I've worked on is trying to assemble my hopes and dreams over my whole life, but it doesn't seem to be working.
I don't mind factory work. I've done it, you know. But that was years ago. But I still don't see any reason why I would mind it that much. Like I said, it is boring, it is repetitive, but I just sat there and daydreamed all day and
I don't know. I could do it if I was putting pocket pussies together or something all day. They'd be like, "Hey, what do you do?" I'd be like, "I make vaginas."
Yeah, I make a rubber vagina.
Yeah.
So since today's our Christmas special, man, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And don't say Die Hard because that's mine, motherfucker. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
I don't know. It'd probably have to be Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Home
Alone's a
Alone
good
is
one.
such a great fucking movie, dude. I love it. Either know Macaulay Culkin's a fucking heroin addict right now.
Right now,
Yeah,
he's been for years.
We're gonna start calling Greg Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, just Home Alone, man.
Greg ain't that strung out.
Yeah.
Greg's never been that strung out.
Oh no, he hasn't. But Home Alone was just such a big deal when I was younger. Like when that came out, that was such a good movie. It just
It really was. It was a good movie. Did you know Fuller, the kid who played Fuller, that was actually his younger brother, Macaulay Culkin's younger brother?
You told me that, and I never knew that. I think you actually told me that like a month ago, maybe.
So you've always lied to me, Jay. I'm getting into. Don't say anything in the chat. I know what you're talking about. It's a segue to the next article. Well, my second favorite Christmas movie, I must say, is A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie. Long before they ever started playing it on a 24-hour loop, I loved that movie.
Yeah, see, my stepdad loves that fucking movie, and it's actually pretty funny because my stepdad looks exactly like that kid when he was younger.
Peter Billingsley.
Yeah, he had the same fucking glasses and everything. And when it plays for 24 hours on Christmas Day, that's also on TV.
Oh, I would watch it.
Yep.
But so I don't know if you caught it because you don't watch a lot of TV.
No, I don't.
Um,
Except that there's porn on it.
yeah, you don't watch a lot of live TV.
No, I
But anyway, Fox this year did A Christmas Story live, and it was cool. It really was. They did this live thing, and they were doing it on the Warner Brothers back lot, and they had this kid called Andy Walken, and he looked exactly like Peter.
Where was he
Billingsley.
walking to?
Where's my?
Hey, that's not punny.
Yeah. Anyway, he looked exactly like Ralphie from the original one, and they had Matthew Broderick walking around as the narrator.
Yeah.
And here's the coolest thing about this. The narrator was physically around and walking around and shit, and it was occasionally a character. Like he was the male person who delivered the leg lamp.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great. I loved it. It was based on A Christmas Story, the musical. And so they had a lot of singing and shit.
Speaking of the leg thing, there was this thing where it was like 20 creative Halloween costumes or whatever like that with people with disabilities, and one guy only had one leg and he dressed his leg up like that lamp.
That's fucking great. But anyway, so the cast was great. It was Maya Rudolph. I'm going to butcher this guy's name because it's Greek as fuck, but he's a great stage actor. Chris Demontopoulos. Jane Karowski, Matthew Broderick, like I said, was in it. And it was really, really good, I thought. But people are tearing it the fuck apart on Twitter,
They
man.
are, man. A Christmas Story is an American classic, sort of like Microwavable Dinners and Bruce Willis. And it's Twitter. Twitter is where everyone goes to give their opinions that everyone thinks that they care about.
Well, anyway, like I said, it was based on A Christmas Story, the musical.
You
which has
suck,
been
Trevor. Sorry.
Yeah, which has been on Broadway for a while. People weren't expecting it to be a musical, I guess. I mean, it was like 3 hours, but you take the story. They did a lot with the story I thought was really cool. And I don't know why it's getting hate. I'll read a couple of these tweets.
Of course. They're probably like, I'm going to kill and rape your mother.
No, it's not that bad.
No,
but
okay.
Like at
Damn it.
Indy Rallin says they managed to ruin A Christmas Story. At some bunch of numbers says I'm going to have to watch the entire 24-hour marathon of A Christmas Story to forget this dumpster fire called A Christmas Story Live.
Jesus Christ, dude. The things to be upset about.
I know.
I'm upset when, like, a girlfriend I had cheated on me or something, or my life sucks because I have no money. But, the Christmas Story real life thing is such a fucking tragedy. Here's
this. This one really makes me laugh. It goes, Mr. Wolf says, "No, just no. I'm as big a Christmas Story fan as there is, and I was really looking forward to this live version on Fox. But this is an abomination. The Christmas Story is about the furthest thing from a musical there is. It was advertised as a fucking musical. Why would you watch it if you didn't want to watch the songs?"
Hey, man, everyone on Twitter is right.
Well, anyway, I personally really enjoyed it. Did any of you guys in the chat see it? I'll keep talking while I wait for the answer because there's a delay. But like one thing they did that I thought was really cool is after Ralphie shoots his eye out, gets that little bump there, breaks his glasses and shit. He says to his mother, his mother sends him inside and says, "Oh, well, those icicles have been known to kill people," like they do.
Yeah.
Like she does in the movie. And then the narrator's standing there. And she looks, Maya Rudolph, who plays the mom, looks right at him and goes,
Did he have a red
"I
nose?
hope you learned your lesson." And then Matthew, as she walks inside the house, and then Matthew Broderick, who's the narrator, looks at her and goes, "Wait a minute, you knew the whole time? I never realized that."
Yeah.
The mom knew. She
Yeah.
knew. I thought it was a cool thing that they took the story in that direction.
That's pretty cool, actually. I'll have to check it out. Actually, I'll tell my stepfather about it because he fucking loves that shit.
I'm sure you can find a recording of it somewhere online if you really try. But it was live. I was watching it live. It was really cool, and you could tell it was live too because Matthew Broderick flubbed a couple of little lines, just a little bit.
What's up, Jimmy Knapp? Did they keep the part in with the Chinese people, or?
No, they did something really cool with that, and I'm not going to throw a spoiler at you, but they changed it to be a little, I assume, a little more culturally sensitive, but they did it right.
Okay.
They did it in a very funny, humorous way.
Because I love that part. That's my favorite part for that movie.
It's just about at the end of the movie, and I really like what they did with it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So
What's up, Jimmy?
Need to watch that.
Yeah.
Hiya, Jimmy. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Speaking of movies, I saw Star Wars yesterday.
How was it?
I don't know how I feel about it. It's the one thing I really didn't like about it.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alerts!
We're talking about Star Wars.
Here, for those of you watching on YouTube down the road, as long as I have this paper up, it's a spoiler. When he's done, I'll put it down.
I'm not going to spoil it a lot. I liked Kylo Ren more in this one.
Was he less of a bitch?
Basically, Snoke said, "You're just a little bitch that hides behind a helmet." he basically says that to Kylo Ren, and he just gets really mad, smashes his helmet, and just goes crazy. So he's more of an adult in it, I would say.
Sorry, we need to interrupt here. Your girlfriend says, "Why don't you fuckers ever say hi to us?" I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Hello.
Remember, Megan, we're obsessed with you. We shouldn't talk about you all the time.
Behave. Hello, Megan. Hello, Chelsea. Hello, invited followers. Thank you. I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much. Asetekfaktu? But I appreciate you inviting your followers. We really, really do appreciate that.
Sounds like a Star Wars alien. But anyways, back to my Star Wars.
Okay, so we still have spoilers going on here.
So you know how like every Star Wars movie, it's all over the place. They go to this planet, they go to that planet. There's different storylines going on, and you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars.
This one, it's just one thing. Like, one scene, basically. These ships are being chased by an Imperial, fleet, and they're about to run out of gas, and that's the whole fucking movie. And I was like, that's not Star Wars.
Never mind. That person I just thanked's a fucking bot.
Oh, okay. Fuck you, bot.
It was tough. He was saying all that cool stuff.
Greg slept through his alarm. That sucks.
Yeah, I see that right now. Greg just said, nope, slept through the fucking alarm. He said he's sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and just one more thing about Star Wars. It was really goofy.
Of course, it's for children.
Yeah, but it was
really
more
is.
goofier than usual. At one point in the movie, Kylo Ren and Daisy, whatever her name is, Rey, get this spiritual mind melt connection, and they can talk to anywhere in the world, even if they're not by each other.
Of course.
Yeah. They can see each other and everything. Well, Adam Driver is ripped in this movie. Yeah. And they get connected at one part where he's changing, and he turns around.
Sorry.
And he doesn't have a shirt on, and they're really serious. And out of nowhere, she goes, "Can you put a shirt on or something?" It was fucking weird, dude. There was all little really weird shit. And one more spoiler alert. They show where blue milk comes from, and it is really fucking weird. They show it being breastfed and everything. It's weird. What was going on?
Oh, sorry. You're wondering why I was laughing my head off just then?
No.
Shermanator X says Hacksaw Jim Duggan scopes now. Oh! Yes, I do. I am Flannel Claus today.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That is fucking hilarious.
That's back when I no Tuffy says no sex for him tonight, but spelled it SEC, which I find absolutely hilarious.
Well, you probably only last a second. I think that's what he was getting at.
Jay, move that notebook a little more to the right there. I don't know. Sorry, we were using that as our spoiler alert. Spoilers are over now. All I got to say, though, is I haven't seen it yet, and I don't really care, but I'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just not the Star Wars guy. I just don't care. It
didn't seem like a Star Wars movie.
You know what's hilarious, though? I see
What's
people fucking losing their minds on the internet about it. And it's a children's movie. It's not for you. It's just like when the Ninja Turtle movie came out.
Yeah.
What I say, I didn't love it, but it was for my kids, and they had a blast.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
That's true.
it's for children. It was always for children.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't a Star Wars movie to me. It was, I don't know, man. It's fucking weird. I think it was one of the worst. One of the worst Star Wars movies I've ever seen, I think. And the only thing I really liked is Captain Phasma got her badass role in it. And she yelled traitor at Finn again.
So it was...
That's what I really enjoyed. And I hope the memes come out like they did with that stormtrooper. Because I think they did that on purpose, though. They called him a traitor just because of the memes.
TR8R.
Yeah. Jay, you better not be a fucking Trekkie.
I don't really care either way.
Man. Jay, I don't... Oh, look who joined the chat.
So
Correct.
what you're telling me, is that this one was the most depressing one, like Empire Strikes Back.
There is a fight scene.
Just saying.
There is a fight scene on a white planet. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
So it's like Empire.
Yeah, but it's actually not. It's like any other Star. It's like any other Star or any other. It's not like any other Star Wars movie you've seen. It's very different. It's hugely different. Like I said, it's just one scene basically with these ships chasing each other. That's it, and it's so fucking weird. I don't get it. But Kylo Ren is a monster in it. He even says that. Like Rey's like, "You're a monster," and he's like, "I know." I'm just like, "I love you." It's just great.
I'll watch it when it comes out on video. I'm not interested enough to bother. I'm just not the Star Wars guy. So hey, do you have anything interesting you want to talk about? Because I got a couple of things to bring up this.
I have AIDS.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
All right, moving on. So hey, you know what the biggest problem plaguing our country is today?
Minorities.
Avocado injuries. Avocado injuries.
Avocado injuries.
So
Jesus.
apparently this is such a thing right now that people are slicing their hands when they try to get the fucking stone out of an avocado. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize it was that fucking difficult.
You gave them to me, Megan. Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway, so there's this thing called a cocktail avocado, right? So they're a small, little, tiny avocado that's basically seedless. And apparently, they're going to try to cultivate these things. They're super, like, rare, I guess. They only grow in Spain in, like, December, which is, like, the most, like, weirdest time.
I'm looking at a picture of them right now. They look like cucumbers. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, the article here says, behold the cocktail avocado. No, that's not a weird cucumber. Anyway, so they're going to try to cultivate these things on a more readily available basis to help people from cutting their fucking nerves in their hands trying to fucking get a stone out of an avocado.
I hate avocados. Like
I
don't
think
see
they're
what
gross, too.
Yeah, I liked avocado once, and that was on sushi. That was it.
That's it, yeah.
And I think
it complements the vinegary flavor of the rice. That's about it.
And I think the only reason I liked it with this sushi is because of the tiger sauce. The tiger sauce, I think sushi's overrated, but that's just me.
I like sushi, but I wouldn't.
I understand why people like it. I've never ate something with that much flavor in one bite.
Yeah.
In one bite, there was so much flavor, it's like all over the fucking place.
Honestly, Asian cuisine in general is like that. Did you ever have kimchi?
No.
Kimchi's fucking nuts.
I had Kim Sang Yi Juju.
That didn't even sound real.
But she was underage.
But anyway, we're apparently trying to and she had a penis. Anyway, we're apparently trying to avoid the problems with Darwinism. Darwinism, apparently. We're trying to eliminate the whole survival of the fittest thing by breeding avocados without a seed.
That is so, like, but it makes sense.
I do not need a muzzle. It's my story, damn it.
Why does she think you need a muzzle?
Because I'm talking a lot right now, but it's my story, that's why.
You're not talking a lot. That's weird. You talking on a talk show? That's fucking weird.
Normally, you're the one who runs your mouth like a fucking motorboat.
I
My
know,
turn.
dude. After the show, sometimes, like after I walk out and go outside and get some air, my mouth feels like an arid vagina.
You know, it's funny. Back in the early days of the show, you used to talk the most, or I used to talk the most, and you chimed in. Now, like the dynamic is completely like did a 180 over the.
It is crazy how far we came. Like it's just, oh god. I didn't think. I'm just glad we're still doing it. I don't know. There's been so much bullshit, failure problems.
I can't believe we only
out.
fucked up one episode.
I know. I don't know. I don't get it. But whatever. But I find it interesting that avocados taste like shit, and they're going out of their way to do this. Like we could be focusing on curing diseases and stuff, but no, we need seedless avocados. Because there has to be some kind of science behind this, like some kind, and it's just
well, they're basically trying to make them more readily available since they're already a naturally occurring thing in nature, but they are so specific.
yeah.
You know, it's Spain in December. Why Spain in December? I don't know, but
Actually, your wife said scroll a little bit. What does that mean? Do we miss something?
she said you guys need a ball gag and a muzzle. Follow, guys, follow. Sorry, we only can like keep up so much with the chat. We really try hard to do it, but then we get on a roll and then we stop paying attention.
A hot buttery roll. Actually,
Go ahead.
I did want to bring up something, but go ahead because this might take forever.
No. Go ahead.
I brought this up to Jay. Last week, we talked about some trans things. We talked about trans disabled, this new thing where people feel like they're trapped in a disabled person's body and they cut their arm off, or like we said, this one girl in Alabama put chemicals in her eyes because she felt like a blind person. Well, I'm not joking about this. And people called this, and everyone laughed at him. But when I mentioned this to Jay, he's like, "Oh, this will go nowhere." But the research that I did, there's actually legislation that people are trying to pass to support this stuff, and I'm not joking about this. But it is called trans pedo, and
This is nonsense. I
know.
still stand by my thing.
I know,
Anybody can propose legislation, and they have to acknowledge it. It doesn't make it like anything more than a couple of freaking weirdos off at the fringe.
And the funny thing
But anyway, go ahead.
is they have advertisement videos for these people as like promotions, and they are so weird.
Of course they are. They would touch children.
Like this guy, you should see this one
Look
guy.
at Roy Moore.
You should see the one guy they have that I seen. He has blonde hair. It's about to like here, okay? I've never seen someone's body so disproportioned. He has a really skinny head and he just fucking cones. He has really big boobs for some reason. No, you have to see this guy. Maybe we'll get a picture of him. We'll post him on Twitter so people go. But he's calling himself a trans pedo. And they're also calling him pedophilia, virtue pedophilia or something.
Virtual?
No, virtue. Like they have virtue. Because their whole argument is they're attracted to children, but since they've never been caught, they've never fucked children, and that's okay. And that is what they want people to understand. They're actually fighting to have people accept being attracted to children as normal.
I'm right now trying to search for a picture of this guy.
Uh-huh.
I really wish I had opened a fucking an incognito tab.
Oh, Jesus. Now everyone's going to be all over for your fucking ass with this.
Is this the dude?
No, that doesn't look like him.
No.
I don't know. Maybe you'd have to find the video. But it was so strange because it's this legislation that they're trying to pass isn't for people. No, this guy was younger. It's not for people that have already been caught fucking children. It's for people that are attracted to children but don't act on it.
What is wrong with people?
I know, and that's what I'm saying. People,
I mean,
when all this bathroom shit happened and stuff, people were like, it's going to start with pedophilia. And it's like, it's starting to. And some lady was actually really fucking fired up about this, and she made a video about it. It was amazing.
Of course she should be fired up about it. That's talking about our children.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. Like, I thought it was, at first when I heard about it, I'm like, well, here we go. And
Dude, I'm as tolerant as the next person, but there's a lie.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. You see all this gun violence in America. You see all this weird shit happen in America, and it's starting to prove my point that America has a mental problem right now.
Fuck yeah, we do.
We have a huge mental issue. We're the number one country that uses medication, drugs, and you've all seen those videos. Like, hey, you could be happy, but it causes depression, suicide, anal leakage, fucking your mother, fucking your brother, your sister only on Wednesdays. You know what I mean?
They fucking call them pedosexuals. No, they're pedophiles. Yeah, they deserve to be in prison.
Yeah, there's a bunch of names for them. There's virtue pedophile, trans pedo, and like you said,
that's what Megan said. I was just reading the comment, but
yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. And like I said, I thought it was just for people trying to get equal rights that caught fucking children, but it's actually people admitting that they are attracted to children and they haven't fucked any yet.
Okay, yeah, the keyword there's yet. I guess,
know,
but
exactly.
But you know what? Can we please, for my own sake? For my mental clarity, can you just go back to the freaking Dark Shadows and pretend you don't exist?
I know, like I was.
Please, God, can we do that?
I was at my partnership's house the other night, Megan.
Your girlfriend, for fuck's sake, stop it.
No, we're in a partnership. And I was watching Weird Science.
No, me and my wife are in a partnership. You two are boyfriend and girlfriend. At the very least, you're fuck buddies. Pick one.
No. I don't call it fuck buddies. I call it strangers with benefits. But I was watching.
She probably knows more about you than I do. There's no strange. Anyway, we got a break pretty soon for our sponsor. But anyway,
all right.
Go ahead.
So like I was saying, I was watching Weird Science, and I love that movie. And I was thinking about that when I was watching it, and I was just like, times were so much simpler. It was just two dudes that, were horny as fuck because they were teenagers.
So they built a woman with a computer. Why not?
They built a woman with a computer. I'm like, I miss the days where people just went in their bedrooms and took their dirty stuff out by themselves. If you were a little boy and you thought girls were attractive, you stole your brother's porn magazines, you beat off, you left your room. You didn't bring it into the outside world.
I remember going dumpster diving in the recycling bins.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, we have a sponsor. You'd know about it if you were here. Anyway,
Greg knows all about sponsors from AA.
Actually,
sorry, Greg, I had to.
Anyway, we should take a moment to talk about that. I wanted to tell you today's episode has been brought to you by Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access is a VPN. And the reason a VPN is important right now, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. But basically what you need to know is it's a little bit of software that you install on your computer or your mobile phone that enables you to cloak your IP address and hide your internet traffic from everybody, including your internet service provider. So the reason why that's so fucking important right now is because Ajit Pai, that fucking street shitter piece of crap,
street shitter,
that motherfucker decided that he was going to, bring a vote to the table to repeal net neutrality. Eventually, what you're going to end up having is people either breaking your internet service down into tiered packages. Like a fucking, cable plan where, you pay extra per month for Facebook, or it's going to end up in things getting censored, like illegal traffic's going to get censored or slowed down, and there's going to be paid prioritization, which is all fucking horrible. So if you don't want to deal with that, then you need a VPN, and the best VPN on the market by far is Private Internet Access. I'm not talking out of my ass here. I use this project.
Yeah, you do use it.
I use this myself. I've used it for years. They offer great service. There is no logs whatsoever. So if the government were to come after your ass for acquiring less than legally some digital video files to watch on TV, perhaps, they do not log. They cannot say that it was you who did it.
We're not telling you to go pirate. Yeah, we are.
But if you do, you need a VPN.
You do.
If you use Kodi in the less than scrupulous means, you need a VPN. So if you want to help out OHO, help us out, and get yourself some protection on the internet, you need a VPN. Go to ohonet.pw/ohovpn. That's ohonet.pw/ohovpn. Check them out. Sign up for them. Trust me, it's only a few bucks a month, and you should absolutely use it. And the other cool thing I wanted to tell you about is if you use this on a Android device, I know for sure, I don't know about the other ones, but you can actually enable a check mark on it that will block ads for you. So if you use
Nice.
the VPN while you're on your Android device, it will block all the ads for you. You won't have to deal with all that nasty bullshit on the internet. So please, yet again, that's ohonet.pw/ohovpn. Private internet access. They're great. They'll throw a little bit of money back our way, and it's a great product. I use myself. I can't recommend them enough. Anyway, on with the show.
Speaking of my partnership,
Your girlfriend.
we're baking cookies and making a gingerbread house tomorrow.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Is that a
sickening?
euphemism?
Isn't that sickening?
Actually, I think it's fucking adorable.
I wouldn't use the word adorable for me. It's just funny, you know. I went from, you know, a piece of shit to making cookies and gingerbread houses. I need help. If I ever turn out to be like a fucking, you know, suit and
A
briefcase,
decent human being?
yeah, just fucking kill me. I want you to put me down like Old Yeller. Like, you know, like cry before you're about to do it. Just like, I'm sorry, boy, and just shotgun me right in the face. Because I don't want to be like that.
Well, there's an interesting conversation going on between Tuffy and my wife right now. In the
What's
chat.
going on?
My wife says, Tuffy, unfortunately, all it takes is a few shots of Jack and he has me. That's true. You give that woman a little bit of bourbon and she's the panties come off.
Yeah. Whiskey's a crazy alcohol.
It's not like tequila. But tequila's got mystical properties, but frankly, I think it tastes like burnt styrofoam.
Yeah, I don't like tequila. Tequila is just like, that's exactly what it tastes like. You lit styrofoam on fire, pureed it, and drank it. I don't like it. I'll euthanize you if you want me to.
That would be Megan.
Thanks, Megan. Just do that because, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, my belly sticking out like a bowl full of jelly, man.
Actually, Megan, like when we build the gingerbread house, can we make it like an 80s action movie scene? Like we will have like Sour Patch Kids like on it with their heads cut off and like bleeding all over the place. That would be so much fun.
You know what you should do? You should make a gingerbread tower like Die Hard.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I'm
Just
gonna
make-
go home and watch Die Hard now if Amanda will let me.
Oh man, I love that movie. One of my favorite lines from that is he's walking through the vending system. He's like, "No, I know what a TV dinner feels like."
You know what my favorite part of that movie is? Alan Rickman not giving even a fuck about putting on a German accent.
I know.
He does a great American accent when
Yeah.
he's pretending to be the...
Yeah, he does actually.
But a German accent? Fuck
Yeah.
no, it doesn't even try.
Well, that's like Sean Connery in The Hunt for the Red October. He doesn't even try a Russian accent.
No.
He's just straight up Scottish or whatever he is. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yes,
You're
that's right, comrade.
like Sean Connery's like, I don't have to be Russian. I'm Sean fucking Connery.
Yeah. It's like I was James Bond.
Yeah, I know. Like, oh man, you want to
Hello, comrade.
You want to sleep with me?
You
No, I
do.
don't.
You
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Alex Trebek, your dago mustache and your greasy hair. What did I say about ethnic slurs? God, that was the best thing ever. In case you don't get the reference, that was Celebrity Jeopardy from SNL back in the good old days when Will Ferrell wasn't shitty.
When Will
Fucking
Ferrell
hate
wasn't
Will Ferrell.
shitty. If Amanda will let you, what the fuck is wrong with you? You make me out to be the devil. You do what you want.
No. I mean, if you will let me, as in you will want to watch it with me. I'm not watching Die Hard by myself.
And she
while
said
you're
all
off in
the
other
time,
room.
jerk. All the time.
If you're off in the other room somewhere, that wouldn't be very... Okay, perhaps I should have worded that different. If Amanda would like to watch Die Hard as well, if she doesn't, then I'm not going to watch it because then I don't want her to go wander off and do other shit. Because, you know, what's the point of being married if you don't have your wife around?
I'm actually behind on Christmas movies. I usually watch Christmas movies every year, but I've been so addicted to Marvel series on Netflix.
I gotta get to The Punisher. I heard it's brutal.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. I like I said a couple episodes ago, I finished everything but the Iron Fist, and I'm on the Iron Fist right now.
The Iron Fist.
yeah.
That sounds like Tuffy
Yeah.
when he's got Greg
It's
around.
me and Megan's Thursday nights.
Hang on.
But
I don't use these nearly enough anymore.
yeah, I know. But the Iron Fist, I don't know a lot about it. I'm just watching it because I really enjoy the series on Netflix that they've been doing about Marvel. But it's not what I thought it was. It's not very like monkish and stuff like that. It's not really telling his story about how he became the Iron Fist. It's more of how he's acting, getting back into the regular life after going to Kung Lei or whatever the fuck he was at to punch that dragon in the heart and become the Iron Fist. It's not like I've been watching it. And it's really weird.
Spoiler alert.
Did you ever read comic from Iron Fist?
That's one I have not.
Really? Okay.
I don't know anything about the Iron Fist.
Yeah, because I guess he sort of has like a Bruce Wayne thing going. His family, he was rich. His family died in a plane crash, so he's like, I don't know.
In other words, you mean lazy writing?
Yeah, exactly.
no,
once a good origin story, your parents die.
For those of you who don't know, when I was a teenager, I was so into comic books, like disgustingly so into comic books. So much so that every time a new comic book movie comes out, I always I'm one of those jackass nerds on the side of the road going, "That's not how they did it in the comic books. I call foul." Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Or the guy from The Simpsons, worst movie ever.
Yeah, that's me. I'm straight up comic book guy, man. Because back in my teenage years, I was addicted to comic books. I used to read them all the time. I was a Marvel guy for the most part, except for Batman.
Yeah, you really do like
Batman.
I love Batman too.
Because keep in mind too, this is like the late '80s, early '90s when I was into this shit, and that's when like all the comic books went into the so over the top, like ultra violent period.
That's the thing about comic books. Like, comic books are violent as fuck, dude.
The new Ghost Rider drives a '69 Dodge Charger. Blasphemy! God damn it! Blasphemy!
Yeah, isn't he supposed to always ride a motorcycle?
Yeah,
that's fucking weird.
He was the undead biker. That was his thing.
Yeah, that's definitely weird. I did see the new trailer for the new Avengers though. That looks really good. Guardians of the Galaxy are in it, actually. I forget who they fight in this one. But yeah, it shows the Guardians of the Galaxy in it. And did you see the second Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
No, I didn't get there yet.
You know how Marvel movies at the end of the credits they always show like something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was these golden people, and she was like sitting there looking at like this machine, and she's like, "What are you building?" And she's like, "A man. I'm gonna call him Adam." And I guess I didn't know what that meant, so I googled it. I guess it's the Warlock. You familiar with that?
Oh yeah, I know the Warlock, but
yeah, I guess that's his name was also the Man or Adam, I guess. So yeah. I don't know if that's going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy plot line or like its own spin-off or whatever.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't get this though.
What?
Tuffy says the new Ghost Rider drives a '69 Dodge Charger. Then we had a bot who did it. Then I got rid of the bot, and then my wife said it exactly the same, which is
your
strange.
wife is a robot.
She might be. She might be.
Sent to the future, or sent from the future, thousands of years
ago. She got that vagina mechanics though.
Oh,
she got that realistic dragon skin.
We talked about like sex robots many episodes ago. I think some company should sponsor us and give us a sex robot to try. I'll try it right on the show.
I will not be present for that episode. Hey, that gave me okay. Here, let me explain where my mind went to this, so you guys don't think I'm randomly pulling this out of my ass. I was thinking about the sex robots. Then that reminded me of a thing that was on a MythBusters called the Sindaver, which is an artificial cadaver. Basically, it has anatomically correct muscles and sinew and joints and all that shit. It's as close to a real human being you can get without being a real human being.
Okay.
And now, have you seen the new MythBusters?
No, I didn't know they
Yeah.
Is it Jamie and what's his name?
No, I wish it was.
That sucks.
But first off, I want to say, speaking of Jamie and Adam, I was crushed when I found out that those two don't like each other.
Really?
Crushed.
Actually, it makes sense. You have a bunch of people trying to talk about facts. I could see.
Well, looking back upon it now, and all the fighting and all the picking at each other they did over the years, I get it. But like they couldn't stand each other.
Were they friends before the show?
No, they didn't like each other at all. They were coworkers.
Huh.
See, what it is the Discovery Channel, I guess, or the production company, one of the two, approached Jamie Hyneman.
Hyman.
Yeah. Well, approached Jamie to do this show about testing out urban legends and things. Jamie, realizing his shortcomings, I guess you would say, as far as being an entertaining personality, realized that him in front of the camera alone would be very boring. Brought on a guy he had worked with dealing with Industrial Light and Magic and whatnot, and also did BattleBots with him, and that was Adam Savage, of course. And those two had an excellent chemistry on screen, and it never occurred to me that they hated each other. And only in the last year or two of the show did I honestly understand that they couldn't stand each other at all.
That's so funny, and I bet you because the magic of editing and stuff like that. I wonder if there's a huge
like a B-roll,
of just them fighting. That would be so.
I would
funny.
love that. Actually, it would make me really.
And they just you fucking cunt, you piece of shit. They're fucking brawling.
Apparently,
Jamie's mustache is throwing rights and lefts.
Apparently, what it boils down to is Jamie didn't give a shit about making an entertaining TV show. He gave a shit about presenting a solution, an elegant but simple solution to a problem.
So Jamie was more on the science side. What's his name?
They were both on the science side, but
Adam was more on that star and fame, and that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, well, Adam was interested in making an interesting, entertaining television show. Jamie just didn't give a crap about any of that. He just wanted to
get on.
He was interested in the engineering aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
And one thing that used to frustrate Jamie, I guess, is that he would come up with this great, elegant solution, very simple solution to a problem, and then Adam would be across the way and hit himself accidentally with a hammer on the thumb and hop around like an idiot, like you do.
Jesus Christ!
And he's like, "Well, guess which one would make it into the show? It would be Adam hopping around like an idiot."
Oh,
so
Jesus.
I see his point. However, I don't know. It crushed me. I always thought they had a bromance. It crushed me.
Who are the two new people?
I
bet you one of them's a girl.
No.
Oh, really? Oh.
It's two guys. One is an Asian dude from New York with a mohawk, who's the new Adam.
Oh, really?
He's the new Adam. And then there's a bald, bearded guy who always wears a flat cap as opposed to a beret, from Texas, who's the new Jamie.
Jesus
Pretty
Christ.
much. I don't even remember their names because I've only seen 2 episodes of their new show. But they're still doing the same deal. They're doing it well, but I miss the Adam and Jamie.
You can't be,
I do.
You can't be
I
as good as Adam and Jamie. And like you said, I would have never thought they didn't have chemistry because.
Oh, this is news to you.
Yeah. Oh, I never knew that.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Adam's been really. Jamie hasn't talked about it a whole lot publicly, but Adam's been very open about it when people would ask him. He's like. His common saying was always, we're not friends. We respect each other on a professional level. We work together. We work well together, he said, but we drive each other completely batty.
Yeah, see, I would have never known.
We've never had, dinner, sat down together, had dinner. We don't do things together outside of work. It's just
strictly business.
They're strictly business. But you know what else fucking gets me? Penn and Teller don't aren't any type of friendship outside
Why?
of
the one doesn't talk. Sophia Loveday says, "Why only 7 people here? Because we suck. No one likes us."
Honestly, we are trying very, very hard to grow our audience, and are stalling out, and I have no idea why. So, if you want to share with your friends, we'd fucking love you for it.
Yeah, we're whores, so share us. But like you were saying about the Mythbusters, I was hoping that anyone's seen my baby. Yes, he's on my penis right now.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm spinning them around like a top.
O and A were like that near the end too. It wasn't near the end. They were 10 years they didn't speak to each other.
I was just hoping that they had some hot, because that redhead that came in on Mythbusters,
Carrie Byron.
Oh God,
she was there in the first season.
I would have drank her bath water. I would have snorted her period blood. I would have ripped her heart out.
In general,
ate it.
She was good looking, but in general, I didn't like the B team as much as I liked Adam.
Oh yeah,
Jamie.
she was just. That's why they brought her in, part of it, because she was just eye candy.
I do not have here friends. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, anyway, we appreciate you.
I do not have here friends. Are you from here? Because was that English?
Only lover.
Only lover.
All right.
That sounds like a 90s pop song. Only lover, only lover.
Yeah, you had to have Jodeci singing over that shit.
There.
Bobby.
What was that girl's name again? The red-haired one that we were talking about?
Which Bobby? Is it Bobby McNasty? Because we know Bobby McNasty
Yeah, we
real
know
well.
Bobby and Jimmy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if
to be perfectly honest with you, we know Bobby from the show, but we haven't really spoken to Bobby a whole lot. We usually talk to Jimmy. Jimmy pops in here, says hello. Bobby is hilarious, though. We got to say.
Didn't Jimmy say that Bobby jumped into a water fountain or something?
Something to that effect.
Nah.
That and Bobby's favorite word is definitely fuck. Absolutely, 100%. Bobby's favorite word is fuck.
Nah.
Yeah, McNasty. Yep. Well, we know the McNasty cast.
Nah.
We really are going to go to New York one of these days and do a joint cast with the McNasty
While
show.
we smoke a joint. But not Greg.
No, not me either. You'll be alone there, fucker.
No, I'm not, dude.
I'm tired and hungry enough.
When I smoke weed, I laugh for 5 minutes straight, and then I just go to bed in a deep depression. So,
Oh, great. way to sugarcoat it there, brother. Bobby's favorite word is cunt. Yeah, he does say that
I
a lot,
love
too.
the word cunt. That and twat. Like, I wish I was Australian just so I could walk down the street and say that word like every other 5 words because I fucking love that word.
You know what? I was intending to call Jeep pie because street shitter is really kind of a racial slur. I was intending on calling him a twat waffle. I enjoy the word
street
twat
shitter.
waffle.
That is such a funny thing, or whatever. The jokes are really flying. Like,
you know what? The fact of the matter is,
there's some around his family.
I got nothing against Indian people, but that guy's a cocksucker.
Oh yeah, dude.
And so's the other 2 Republicans on the FCC who voted along with him.
Yeah.
Fucking jackasses.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Whatever, though.
But you know what'll solve that problem? A VPN. Remember, make sure you sign up with private internet
check out our
access.
sponsors, you cunts.
For those of you guys who are going to be watching this on YouTube, or if you read our show notes on the podcast, we'll have a link to it there. You have to use that link though to actually help us out. It's not going to change your price or anything, but we'll get a little bit of a cutback.
Yeah, we're talking about the internet link, not link from Zelda.
Excuse me, princess. Showing off my age.
I don't know why that came to mind all of a sudden.
No, Bobby's favorite word is anal.
Yeah.
How about Anal Cunt? They're one of my favorite grind bands.
I love them. I love their song "Van Full of Retards."
I love that love album they did. The Romanzo.
I love album.
I forget what the hell
Jesus
it's called.
Christ. That reminds me, since it's Christmas, I got to listen to the Kill Whitney Dead Christmas album.
Fuck yeah! I love Kill Whitney Dead.
I love Kill Whitney Dead too. Anyone out there that's ever broke up with a woman and it just extremely hates them, the best advice I could ever give to you is go out and buy a Kill Whitney Dead album.
I feel so sick. Yeah. I can smell you on my sheets.
When someone,
God, that's so good.
When someone's pissed that they could still smell you in their sheets, they fucking hate you. And they're called Kill Whitney Dead. If you've, ever been through a rough one and you hate this woman, just Kill Whitney Dead's the cure, man. They're the chicken noodle soup to your flu. They're amazing.
It's the lead. It's the owner of one of the record companies.
Yeah, and I can't remember the name of it.
Is it Trustkill? No, it's not
Trustkill's way back in the day. That's what 18 Vision, Poison Well, before they got huge, they got signed to Atlantic. They were on Trustkill, but yeah, Kill Whitney Dead, an amazing woman hating band.
Are you smoke weed? No, we are not smoke weed.
No,
we are not smoke weed at all. We drink 1 beer a week pretty much.
Yeah.
We're really kind of boring, to be honest with you. But
we're old.
That's yeah.
we're words. We're really old. So and Jay has a family.
Tribunal Records.
Okay.
Tribunal Records. That's what it is.
And I'm pretty sure he made that after he made Kill Whitney Dead. I think the Kill Whitney Dead got a little popular or whatever, and he made some money. So I think he started his own record label.
You should try. Oh, we've tried.
Yeah.
We're just okay, here's the deal. Casey lasts for 5 minutes and falls asleep in a deep depression.
Are we talking about smoking weed or sex?
Smoking weed.
Because I get in a deep depression after sex.
When I've smoked weed, and honestly, it just makes me tired and hungry. I'm tired and hungry enough. Look at me, I'm fat. I don't need help eating. I mean, ask my wife. I eat plenty.
That's going to be the hard thing about me making gingerbread cookies or a gingerbread house and cookies.
Not eating the house?
No, not having sex on it.
I'm more exciting than he is, LOL. Yeah. Are you a couple?
Only on Saturday nights.
Jay's wife, 86, and Jay. Yes, we are a couple.
Are we a couple? Are you English? But anyways, that's about time. Thanks everyone again.
Yes, they are. Oh, are we a couple?
Yeah.
Oh well, you know.
Hey, we live in 50 states of gay. So just go to Jim. I don't know any Jims, but does he have a big penis? But just Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year. Thanks to everyone. Yeah. So next thing you know,
But you're not fat. She's obviously not looking. Look at these bitch tits. Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna. 2017's almost over, so.
Yeah, we're actually. I think we can. I might be wrong on this one, but I think we can actually say see you next year.
I think we have one more episode.
Oh yeah,
don't we?
that's right. We have one more.
We have one more episode, and then we
It's
can
the
say
day
see you
after
next year.
Christmas. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the day after Christmas. We will try to make an official announcement as for where our time slot's moving next week.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever we're going to do. I might just have to come strolling in halfway through the show. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But anyway, we'll let you guys know. Please check out our sponsor, Private Internet Access. Please use the link that we have provided because otherwise we won't get shit off of it. But I do believe in it. It's a great product. We will see you later. I appreciate y'all. Greg promises he'll be there next week. See y'all later.
See ya. Merry Christmas. Have a good one.
This has been the Openly Hostile Opinions podcast. We are available on YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, and your favorite podcast app. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate, and comment. If you want to help make all this possible, become a patron at patreon.com/openlyhostileopinions.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.